Hi everyone, welcome back to KissCho. This is our third video in the VMware. Now, like I said from the last videos, the learning modules are really good on what's there, but it will take you through, like, it depends on what you want to learn about. I want to get straight into the fun parts, like getting into it, get your hands stuck in. Now, this link here, I'm gonna put this in my notepad. I'm just leaving it here, and I'm gonna copy and paste this into the description in the video. So what we're gonna do now, let's get stuck right in. So we have different types. So if I'll show you. I go into products, and then I wanted to go into workstation, desktop hypervisor. So you have different types. So if you've got a Mac, if I go down. So it depends on the products that. So if you've got a Mac, you've got VMware Fusion. If you've got Linux or Windows, we've got the Workstation Pro. We've got the vSphere. Sorry, I couldn't pronounce it correctly. Sphere. So the different types here. Now, on this one here, is that we want to have an explore about. So I'm going to go straight down here and then go download, and it'll take me to this bit here. So we get open source, drivers and tools, product downloads. That goes to downloads. So depends what you've got. If you've got a Linux or if you've got a Windows. Now these are the most secure. These are like for you to verify if the files have been modified or not. So if we want to check out MD5 checksums, and that I have another video later on which will be on how you verify if the file integrity has not been tampered with. But for this video here, we're just going to go straight onto downloading our VMware. So depending on your download speeds, it can take a while. Okay. So we want to, and again, this is the best way because I've worked with different types of virtual machines for a number of years now, but this is the first time I'm coming onto this platform here, and it's actually quite cool once you can see what a virtual machine is and what you can do with the virtual machine. It's a great sandbox. So if you think about it, if you wanted to, like my son wants to play around with and explore, shall we say, with Ubuntu, one of the Linux operating systems. So instead of getting another hard drive or getting a separate machine and installing Linux Ubuntu, I can actually have a virtual machine running and install Ubuntu on a virtual machine. And then this will then allow me to use the operating system as full, like it was on a separate PC, but within a safe environment. Okay, so we go through the wizard. Okay, I'm happy. Hello, okay. So I'll check for product updates, that's fine. Alright, I want a desktop icon and install. So it should not take too long from here, and then we'll get to have a feel of what it's like. Okay, so if I want to see the license, okay, we're not going to install the license key now. Finished. Alright, let's go and launch it. Okay guys, so once you click on the desktop icon, it will bring us to here. We're not going to be using it for commercial use, we're only using it for learning purposes. So we shall go here. There we go. So this is really nice. It's quite clean, clear. You can see, so create a new virtual machine. Alright. So what we may do, welcome to the new virtual machine wizard. A virtual machine is like a physical computer. It needs an operating system. How will you install the guest operating system? Let's say okay, whereas I would like to actually install Ubuntu. So let's see if this actually works. This is the first time I'm doing this, guys. I haven't done, this is a new software, so it may work, it may not work, but we shall see. Okay. So we don't want enterprise. Let's go downloads. See, we can also get Ubuntu for the cloud, Ubuntu server. Right, what we want to do, let's get okay. Here. This is what we want. How to run Ubuntu Desktop on a virtual machine using VirtualBox. Okay. So VirtualBox 7, and again guys, right, I am going to these direct links I'm going to put in the description below. Okay, what you'll learn. Okay, this is what we need. So VirtualBox 7 will be the new feature called unattached guest. Okay. That's their own VirtualBox here. Right, we're going to image here. Let's click this. Okay, let's go on this one here. Okay. So, using this method, sorry guys, this is the first time I'm doing it, so we're kind of learning here together. Now, I'm downloading the Ubuntu Desktop software. We're going to actually see, when we go back onto our VM machine, right, from VMware, we're going to see what format that's going to come up. And then we're going to try to see if we might have to mount it. Okay, so let me go. Oops, sorry. Let me look in the folder. That's fine, disk image files there. So we're gonna go here, my downloads. So let's hope. Let's hope this works. Okay, personalized Linux. Yeah, let's go for it. Kiss Joe. Okay. Let's go password. Okay. And it keeps fine. Okay. Let's go and try this out. Alright, let's see. Okay, so a few errors, this happens, right? Okay, this is, I'll have to sort this out from the back end video. AMDV, alright. Okay, so if I want to create a new virtual machine, let's go here. Oh my god. We went through this whole process and it was here already. This is a good thing when you make mistakes. That's why I always say, you know, we'll learn together. I'll make the errors here. It's my first time, but then you will not make the same errors as me. You'll make new errors and you'll learn from those ones. But what I'd like is, if you find these videos helpful, please share your comments and your feedback so others can learn from that as well. Okay. Okay. Again, alright. Outside. Alright. Alright, okay, that's fine. If these are not working. Alright. Let's see, I'll go here. Okay, let's see this. Now, it's doing that. If we get the same error, I've got to go into the BIOS and change a few settings from there. Okay. Alright guys, what I'm going to do is trying to rectify these errors here, and then in the second part of the video, we'll come back and we'll check it out. Thank you guys. I'll see you very soon. Hi everyone. So, in one of my previous videos, I was trying to install a virtual machine. The installation was successful, but when I tried to run the instance of the virtual machine, it kept failing, regardless of what operating system I put on. So, one of the things that I have to do is I have a Mag X570S Torpedo Max, and what I want to do is actually allow the virtualization. So if any of you have a problem which says the virtualization error, now I'm going to show you in this video how we actually enable this, because this feature is automatically disabled. So when we go into our BIOS settings here, I'm going to click on OC. Now, there are other videos on YouTube which show you, but they're usually, depending on what motherboard you have, some of the older motherboards had another setting here. But where we have to go on for the Mag X570S one is Advanced CPU Configuration. So as you can see here, right, SVM mode, which is disabled. So I'll bring it close here. I'm going to enable this now. Okay, I don't really need to performance regulator. I don't think I have to really do anything here. And now that's all I'm going to do. And then we will see if our virtual machines actually start up. So we're going to click X here. So we've enabled it. And it tells us what we've done. Okay, now our fan settings, sudden. If I exit from here, what's happened here? I want to see our... Why is it showing me my fan settings? Okay, I'm just gonna go into, just come back from here, hardware monitor, yeah, because I did not take this out, so the okay, happy with that. There we go. Alright, I'm happy with this. Click yes. And then what we're going to see is I'll merge this video in with the other videos. And let's see if our virtual machine is okay to run. I have not enabled the game boost, but let's hope everything's okay. So now I'm going to go into where I was originally trying. Okay. Let's say Ubuntu. Ah, perfect. Yes, here we go. There we go. We have successfully installed and run our Ubuntu on our virtual machine. Ah, that's great. I hope that's helped, guys. So if you have any problems while doing it, this is the way forward. So you can continue watching the video and we'll be going through our installation of our virtual machine. Hey guys, okay, so we're resuming back now. Thankfully, that tip worked from the BIOS settings and it allowed us. So as you can see, whenever you try to install a new software, sometimes the software installation process will go smoothly, but of course there will always be errors, glitches, or things do not go right at the first instance. So this is the way the learning curve is. We learn far better from making mistakes and finding the solution to our mistakes than getting everything right first time round. And this is the actual beauty of learning a new system, learning a new software package. So through trial and error, guys, we finally got here. So we're going to actually run an instance of Ubuntu on our VMware workstation. So I want English UK. English UK. Type here so that's what I'm going to write, test. Perfect. And then I've got the @ sign, which is working. I am happy. Okay, we want normal installation. Install third-party software for graphics and Wi-Fi hardware. I think I'm just happy with the normal installation. It's raining in the UK today, so in the background, apart from the music, you may hear the raindrops. Okay, so okay, this is no good. We want to, this computer currently has no detected operating systems. What would you like to do? Okay, erase disk and install Ubuntu. No. This will delete all your programs, documents, photos, music, and any other files in all operating systems. Let's go something else. Okay, what we want to do is new partition table. Hold on one moment. We're already in hold on. Alright, let's go for so we've got free space. Okay, why is it not allowing me? So we've got free space in there. Let's go back. Okay. So we've done this, and we've got 21.5 over here. SDA1. Let's go install now. Okay. Let's revert all this. Alright, we're going to start back. We've already got Ubuntu here. Alright. Okay. So this is actually our now, we're into our Ubuntu is actually our operating system for here, and we can see here what we'd like to do. Now, Ubuntu is really simple, quick and easy to learn from. Now, so we've got our virtual machine running, we've loaded, it's ready. Where I think the error was that I downloaded a separate image of the new Ubuntu, and we actually had the operating system running on this, so there might have been a clash, but the operating system is working here fine. So look, it says install Ubuntu. Let's see what happens. The partition table to the phone devices are changed. Partition 2, partition 3. Okay. So let's pick it up. Okay. It says good password. Let's hope I remember the password. I'm gonna write it down for safety and then burn the paper. I'm gonna say login automatically. Use Active Directory. Ubuntu is really good for children, right? You're going to see other videos of my son playing around with Ubuntu, because there's a few different learning packages you have on Ubuntu's marketplace, and as you can see, it's quite quick. It's simple, but it's very minimal in its design, and it's easy to navigate. So by installing a virtual machine like we've done, you're able to install Ubuntu, so you don't need to tamper with your current original operating system. You can have a go in this virtual environment. This is actually a very good environment, so if there's websites you're not sure about or you don't trust them, right? If you were to open the website in the virtual browser, in the virtual machine, in the browser here, if there is anything, let's say for example if there's any sort of virus or anything, in the sandbox environment, you're within a safe, it's within a safe zone. So your actual operating system won't be impacted. And again guys, I'm just, I would say a newbie into the world of VMware compared to other experts out there. But if any experts come along this video and want to share some helpful hints and tips, please do so. I really like Ubuntu's cut. It's very visual. And the good thing is, as a learning and development consultant, all learners learn in a different format, in a different way. Some learners are visual, some learners are auditory, so they learn more by listening. Some learners are kinesthetic learners, so they learn more by doing. Also, there's a mixture. Some people So I know what my learning style is best. I would enjoy looking at somebody do something, so there's a visual, and also doing it myself. So by creating these videos, it's a visual element there, and it also, you can follow it as you go along. So you can see from beginning to end how I've come to this point, and you can also do it. Okay, do we restart this now? Let's hope it's worked. Many moons ago, what happened was, how I stumbled across VMwares. If you remember, in the early 2000s, so between 1997 and 2001, you know, even past 2001, CDs, like we had learning videos of learning games on CD-ROMs or DVD-ROMs, right? And I remember I had some DVD-ROMs and they had some learning games on there. So when my son was born, like, I wanted him, like, just to, as a visual tool so he can play around with it, I tried to install one of the old games on maybe on a CD-ROM, right? But when I tried to install it, back then I had Windows 7. Now, this game would only work on the older operating systems, so Windows XP, Windows 98. Now, for a lot of you, I'm not going to say oldies, but the 2000 gens, now, what we had was the older operating system. The Windows XP was moving from Windows 98 to Windows 2000. Windows XP was a breath of fresh air. Same as when we had Windows 7, right? That was fantastic. Now we've all moved along the lines of Windows 10, Windows 11. So what I had to do was, I learned how to create a virtual machine, and then I installed, luckily, I had an old CD with the Windows XP operating system. So I installed Windows XP operating system on a virtual machine, and then afterwards I load the game, the old CD-ROM onto the virtual machine, and then it would work. So that's how my learning curve came into working in the world of virtual machines. So for you, all the learners out there, have a goal, make a real life instance. Do you know what? Windows 7 is not being used anymore, but if you have a copy of Windows 7, or you're able to get an older copy of Windows XP or something, load it onto your virtual machines, have a go, have a play around with it. That's how you'll understand the different functionalities. Okay, enough of me talking now. Updated software has been issued since. Let's install now. Okay, fantastic. I don't want to do my online accounts just as yet, but Ubuntu single sign-on, that's quite cool. Alright, I will register one later on. I'll skip this for now. Okay. Alright, you know what? Let's go for that. Okay, do you know what? I'm gonna upgrade this later on because I just want to show the functionality of here. So Ubuntu software. So what we have here on our Ubuntu software, it's like our marketplace. So how we have the different marketplaces, this is where we can download different apps, what we want. Now, first thing, oh, we were talking about retro, guys. I'm an 85 baby, and that looks like a Nintendo Game Boy. Let's click on this. Okay, look. Some different games in here. I can't install an operating system without actually playing a game on this. Okay, let's do. This is a very old school game. I was never good at it. You know what, let's try this. So as you can see, guys, this VMware workstation is fantastic. It's nice to have a play around with it. You can see from the, the videos is going to be all collated together, made into one big video, and you'll be able to see from beginning to end the sort of errors, the troubleshooting that we face, and how we got out successfully. And so with the marketplace, guys, they have a lot of different games, they have apps, so it's worthwhile checking it out. Okay. Alright, now I've installed this. Now okay, that I'll do after. Let's see where my game is. Haha, here we go. Look at that. I can make, okay, K-Snake Duel. 0 points versus me. Okay. Oh my god, this is like the, if any of you had the Nokia, the old school Nokia phones, and this is like Snake. There we go. This is a classic. Even if you download Ubuntu and play the old school Snake version here. So guys, I'm not going to bore you with this. I hope this has been interesting. I've certainly learned I've learned something new with the virtual machines, actually enabling it in the BIOS settings. So please share. Please share your comments, your feedback. Have a go, make a video, share the video, and we can excel our learning together. But I hope you've enjoyed this, and if you've enjoyed this, please subscribe, and I hope you have a lovely day. Thank you very much, guys.